Just heard an awesome keynote presentation from John from NASA. This is like legit rocket science here. A quote that you said during the presentation that I thought was kind of cool, and I'd love to learn more about why you feel this way. That actually one of the biggest parts of your job is getting other people to think about their jobs a little differently. Mm-hmm. What did you mean by that?
At NASA, there's literally over 1,000 people across the agency that do communications. Not just communication professionals, but you have scientists that do communications. You have the deputy administrator does communications, and of course you have the professionals that's their full-time job. And now we kind of live in a digital age where people are getting their information differently. They're consuming what NASA's doing and participating in a different way than ever before. For example, in the past, the public was much more observers of what NASA was doing, and now they're more participants. They can ask questions directly to us, they can engage us directly, and that's something we take really seriously and we really try to do with the public. And so with all these communication professionals at NASA, one thing that's really important to us and a priority for us is trying to get them to think that way. Think a little bit more about, it's not just a news release you want to put out, it's of how to frame a story that connects with people, that's relatable to people. They'll make people care about what NASA's doing.
Like I tell people all the time, there might be people in your organization who have incredible stories,
right,
and they just don't know it. Is that part of what you're thinking too?
Yeah, absolutely. A great story about amino acids found on the moon, if you just write that, what does that mean to people? Well, these are the building blocks for life. Yeah. And you have to kind of frame it in a way that people read that and say, wow, that's really interesting. Building blocks of life found on the moon during the Apollo missions, that's a real story. At NASA, if we just talk about the science on space station, it's a real yawner for anybody. So not everything we do is super cool. A lot of the stuff we do can be boring to average people. So it's a showing that how that research we're doing on space station is relevant to them in their lives today.
That is solid advice. They can find you in over 500 different places online. Where's the best place to start?
I think just following the flagship accounts on NASA. We have just NASA Instagram, NASA on Twitter, NASA on Facebook. You can get the big overall arching story of what NASA's doing every day. And really, for Instagram, for example, it is the best Instagram account on the internet. I mean, every day you're going to get awesome images of galaxies and pictures of the Earth from the space station and distant planets. I think it's stuff that everyone should see on their feed. Follow at NASA.
Yep, I just did it today. Followed Instagram. Didn't even know you guys were there. So I was very, very happy to meet you today.
Sure.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.